So it says verify that default programs display. What does it mean? I am verifying that default programs display. What does it mean? Kuliza, what does it mean? So here on this page, if I go to explore, I click on explore, and then you will see that, of course, there's, you see, how many programs did load? Like each of these, it's a program. How many programs did it load? Tell me, Tim. Each of this, we call this card, not cart, card. Yeah, program card. One program card, 2, 3. So how many programs loaded on the screen that you see displayed right now?
Now 12.
12 or 16?
What?
12 or 16? 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you said 16, right? I'm just kidding. No, you said 12, correct. I'm just confusing him. Okay, so my job is to verify that this is our default behavior of our application. What does it mean, Uliza? Default behavior of our application. Oh, online can... Something is not right with this thing. Something is broken. Spent $300 for this, you know? Okay, I'm audible, right? Okay, good. Now, default means по умолчанию, right? Our application, the way it's developed is that it is going to load. Load means display 12 programs on the screen. It's not gonna load the others. See, the bottom ones, these 3 you cannot see, right? Only this top 12 is loaded. Now, as I scroll, see, the bottom ones are getting loaded now, right? As I scroll down more, they get loaded more, they get loaded more. And now see, but by default, по умолчанию, 12 programs should be loaded as soon as you navigate to this page. Navigate means go to that page, launch that page, open that page, right? So if I click on that explore page right now.
The website, right?
Yeah, it's
mobile.
Mobile is different. Yes, good question. So as you can see, 12 programs by default loaded, okay? Now, in this test case here, verify that default programs display. Okay, now look at this comment. Assert that there are exactly 12 program card titles displayed or loaded. Now, in order to check that there is 12, I am getting the count. And expect count loaded to default program of displayed programs. Look, I am saying expect the count of loaded programs. So I am going to those each program card title, meaning if I go here, there's this guy. If I go here, it's gonna like, these are complicated parts, okay? So this is where the program card titles are. And then I have reusable methods. Don't worry about that part. But in the, let me hide this. Okay. Let me go to explore page. Yeah, here, if I go here, it says count of loaded programs to be, or to be equal to default number of displayed programs. Let me go here. How many do I have? Oh, I put 12 here. See, by default, the quantity of loaded programs should be equal to 12. Okay? So what does it mean? Basically, I am using here a for loop. Like you guys used for loop. And this is for specifically to the question of where do I use this at work? This is where I use it at work, the for loop. This is where I use if statement. I wrote this today, actually, this morning. This one I wrote like 2 days ago, I think. 3 days ago, I don't remember. Now, here I am checking that how do I, so computer, when it does something by itself, it doesn't know everything by itself. It has to, here, I'm gonna show you this. Let me take care of this guy here. And here, okay, I will go ahead and comment this out for now. And then go here. Where is it? I'm just gonna run this test case only. So I'm gonna put only, and it is going to run this test case. Watch. See, computer by default, it's launching. It's going to this app. It's going to this explore page. Now it's waiting, and boom, it finished. Yeah, it said, hey, I found what I'm looking for. And completed the testing. Now, in the terminal, I can run generate, and we will see the report. It says, all right, test case passed. This is what you have. Default programs displayed. It says, okay, I'm getting the count for these programs. Before hooks, we don't have to. And then here you go. See, it starts from 0. Array index start from 0, right? So this is also in array, starting from 0 all the way to 11. So 0 to 11 is 12, right? So I'm checking 12 programs. And at the end, I also take screenshot. Here you go, see? The code that I just ran, it went to the website, it launched, it clicked on the explore page, it took a screenshot, and it counted to make sure that there are 12 programs loaded. Boom, it finished it now. I don't have to manually go and check again. I just run this code in like 2 seconds. How many seconds? 1 or 2 seconds, it finished, right? It's that fast. This is what automation is. And as you can see here, it took a screenshot. In the future, if they say, hey, how do I know if you run that test case or not? Here, it took a screenshot. I have a proof. Cool. And I also added some logs here. Here you go. I added this kind of logs. Number of displayed programs is 12. Here, number of displayed programs, and I'm getting the count. How many programs loaded? And I'm saying, okay, now I want the title for each program. First one says cardiovascular technology. See, program card 1. It will show all the way to 12, see? So the first one says cardiovascular technology, right? Let's look at that screenshot. See, cardiovascular technology. Second one should be computer information something. Computer information systems. I am also logging this as I check each one of them. Guliza, it's okay. You don't have to understand this code right now. I'm just trying to show you guys where am I gonna use this at work? This is how you're gonna use what you learn here. Right now, we are teaching you the basics theory, right? First, we need to teach you the theory, and then in practice, as you practice more, you will see where do you need it in the future at work. Okay? But yeah, see, I don't write anything different than what you guys do. For loop, int I equals 0, while I is less than blah, 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 I plus plus. You guys do this every day now, right? And I have a for loop out here and the nested for loop in here. Okay, now let's get back to our beautiful Java.
I have a question.
Yes.
So those codes are done by you, right? You create those codes to check each,
Yes.
like this.
The
Okay.
testing. Yes.
It's a difficult part, I think. Yes.
It's what?
It's the most difficult, I think, part, like coming up with code to check if everything is workable.
Yeah. Sometimes for one test case, I sit 3 hours to write the code. But ChatGPT is my best friend. But not only that, this is another part of the difficult part of the job. I am now writing this documentation for the application that I'm testing. So I started this, as you can see here, right? Baha 5 hours ago. I made some changes to it. Basically, this is in a high level explaining what our application does. So the dashboard is the main page that provides learners with personalized content, resource, and access to key features of the learner app. Okay, let's go to Explorer page, the one where I just run the test case, right? It says the Explore program page is a key feature of the ReApp Learner app, designed to help users discover various educational programs across different institutions. So different college, university, institutions, they offer different kind of programs. So with the help of this Explore programs page, I'm able to check all my options, yeah? And the purpose of this documentation, the purpose of the Explore programs page is to provide users with a convenient way to browse and filter a comprehensive list of programs and courses offered by different colleges and universities. I didn't write this, okay? Here, beautiful ChatGPT. I just uploaded a picture of our page and I said, hey, ChatGPT, create a Confluence or Wikipage documentation for the following page called Explore Programs. This page is responsible for searching and filtering different programs. And I had to explain this part myself. And ChatGPT created this documentation for me. And of course, I made changes because if I just copy it, like here, it says delivery mode specifies whether the program is offered in person, online, or hybrid. But we don't call this delivery mode. We call that right here, course format, online, in person, or mix of in person and online. But ChatGPT said delivery mode. So I had to read carefully, understand each part, and make changes accordingly. What does accordingly mean? Huh?
Соответствующий.
Соответствующий. Yes. See, I made changes accordingly. I changed the course format and some parts were missing. I added them, for example, program name or something like that. And most of the time, yeah, most of the time at work, you use it for meetings, product discussion, planning, blah, 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 and then documentation, such documentations, yeah? I come up with test plan. I posted, you guys need to create test plan, right? So I
Yes.
created a plan here for work. See? And this was created June 30 by me. And meaning this will take time. I don't always just sit and write code. I do documentation, I go to meetings, we discuss. For example, here today, I was asking question. I was trying to test something, and the UI, the application was not working. So I just pinged one of the developers, hey, I'm getting object destructuring issue in network tab for dashboard recommendations. This is the email account I was using, and I sent the screenshot of the issue that I was facing. See, it says error. Cannot destructure property provider, blah, blah, blah. So while he look at this, I posted it at 3:34, he fixed it at 4:16. So this time I was just waiting. So, it's not always you sit down and work. There's going to be blockers, you enable them, then meetings, then blah, blah, blah. All right. Access what? Oh, link? She needs the link? What's she saying?
Access.
Okay.
Access.
And then, oh, real programming starts with, once you have covered string, array, loops, and if statements. Now we start the real programming. Welcome to, как говорится, adulthood. All right, arrays. And I'm gonna create a new class. I'm just gonna say array practice 1. Let's just go with this name for now. And first of all, let's start with task. I will practice task. I'm gonna do this one myself, and then I will give you a similar task for you guys to implement, okay? First of all, I want to create a list of my top 5 favorite cars using array. Okay, question number 1. What data type array do I need?
String.
String.
Woo! List of my top 5 favorite cars. Yeah. No. List of my top 5 favorite cars. I mean, yeah, obviously I didn't say names of the cars, but you know what I mean. All right, so this is how we declare an array, right? My favorite cars. And new string 5. Okay, the requirement in order to declare arrays is that we have to provide a size. Yeah, because arrays are fixed size. This is very, very important. And it is index based. So right now, the indexes that I have in this array is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Okay, so my first, starting from the top favorite car, my favorite cars, if I want, so this is what I have right now, okay? Inside this array, this is what I have. Empty. Right now it's empty, right? How many? 5. Okay. For string, the default value, is it null or empty?
No.
String? Okay, sorry then. I have 5 nulls here. Because string is an object, right? Therefore, the default value for object is now. Good. I've learned something new today. So I want to change this now. How do I do that? With the help of index. My favorite car, square bracket, at index 0, I want to put here. So the car, did I mean model or make? Okay, let's say make. Mercedes. All right. Okay. Now what happened to this? Let's see. Now, instead of this guy, I have, yes, not Mercedes, Mercedes. Yes, sir. Mercedes. All right. Same thing for the next one. I'm gonna put here Volvo. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Really? Come on, Volvo? Yeah. Volvos are safe. All right, so now this will change to, yep. That's how I keep going, right? So do we have any questions on this so far? Two, this will be three, this will be four. No questions, then I'm gonna ask questions. What else did I like last time? Rivian. Yeah. You guys don't know Rivian? US made electric electric trucks. Rivian. Really, and this is based in Illinois, right?
They look like cartoon cars.
Yeah. Where is Rivian made? Yeah, see, Normal, Illinois. I actually saw their factory in Illinois. Normal, Illinois. It's like one and a half hour from here, maybe. But the base, I think, is based off. Rivian is also planning to build. Yeah, there you go. Sole production, Normal, Illinois. Rivian? No. Is Rivian by Amazon? Anyways, they're a really good company, by the way. Now I see more of their cars. So number 1, 2, 3, 4 is Rivian. 5 is yeah. Audi is a class. All right. So here, up to here, I have Lexus, and here I added Rivian, right? And I should just copy this guy here and put it here, and then for the last one, Audi. Okay, now I'm gonna ask questions since you guys are not asking. Guliza, I want to print Lexus. How do I do that? From my favorite cars. System out println. What's my array name? Name of the array. My favorite cars, okay. I want to print the Lexus, right? Square bracket, 2, good. So, say it again. System out println and then, okay. Square brackets and index of the element. Good, very good. So now if I run this, I should see Lexus, right? Don't be shy, guys. Say, you know, if you don't get comfortable here during interview, forget. There you go. Good. Okay, now. I want to, should I bother Guiza again? Guiza, one more. How can I print the length of Rivian? System out println, yes, the length of my fourth element is you got this, come on. First, let's access Rivian. How do I access Rivian? How do I get Rivian out of this array? Forget about this part. Just forget about length. Just get me Rivian. What do I write first? My favorite cars. Square bracket. 3 dot. Good. You guys didn't use this yet, right? No, length for strings you used, but inside of the array, since these are, you used it? Oh, okay. Yeah, Guliza, you used it. Okay, so now it is going to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? There we go. The length of my fourth element is 6. Good. And now online, I am gonna need help from Elnura. Are you able to unmute?
Hello, yes, just a second.
Hi, Elnura. Okay.
Huh? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to get the last element from this, my favorite cars, without using the index.
Without
How can
using
I
the
do?
index?
Yes. You guys covered this, right? How to access the last element of the array without using the index.
Yes, we covered.
Okay, Aidana, you want to help?
Yes, so in order to get the last index, we need to use length minus 1. So my
Okay.
favorite cars at
Uh-huh.
index 4 dot length minus 1. Yeah.
Square bracket. My favorite cars.
Oh yes, length minus 1.
Good. Very good. So now I can print the last car is last car, right? Is that okay, Aidana?
Yes, but I thought like can we do without creating the string last car, like inside this
Yeah.
system out?
Yes, we can. But I like it this way.
Okay. Yeah, I was just confused now. Yeah, but yeah, it's correct.
But it's the same thing, right?
Yes.
I'm storing it and using that here. Guliza, did you understand this last car? I'm gonna keep bothering you until the end of class today. You need to wake up. Okay, let's look at this code right here. Miss Zia, what am I doing here? Mm-hmm. 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 That's what I'm talking about. Good, very good. Really, really good. So what she said is on line 18, we're creating a variable, which is type of string called last car, and assigning to it the last element from the array by using length -1. Good. And if you talk like this during interview, you got the job, trust me. All right, perfect. And I'm gonna need help from Gulkhair.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, Gulkhair. Are you comfortable with writing a for loop to print all these cars?
Yes.
All right, tell me.
For
Mhm.
in the inside of the we put int I is equal to 0, I is less than my favorite car's length,
Mm-hmm.
I plus plus, and then my favorite cars
Mm-hmm.
I inside of the square braces we put I.
Square bracket, I. Good, very good, perfect. All right, thank you. Now, if I run, as you can see, we have printed each value, right? Okay, I'm gonna need help from Ulan. Can you help me write if statement to check whether the first element inside the array, the length of the first element, is it even or odd? Here, if,
Even.
yes, length of it. My favorite cars. Mm-hmm. Modulo, 2. Okay. System out println. But do you think this is correct or we need to do something else here? I need to check the length. Where? After 2? After this? My favorite cars, square bracket. My favorite cars, dot length. Something is wrong. This returns me a string, but it's gonna return index out of bound. So I need to get the first element first. Now I have Mercedes. How do I get this length of Mercedes now? Dot Yes. Exactly. So this right now, instead of this, if I write, yes, same thing that we are doing right now, you know? So when I do this, it gives me the first element, which is Mercedes, right? And then I get its length, because this returns me a string. And length method belongs to string. Then I can use the length. And modulo 2, if it's equal to 0, then I say it's even, right? Else, it's odd. Yeah. Well, yeah, you got it. You got the logic, right? Good. Online, any questions on this?
No.
Okay, then let me ask Kinara.
Yes.
Okay. Explain me this line right here, 18.
Here we assigned to the string array of string my favorite cars and get the last index of the array.
Last index of the array, length minus
Yeah.
1, correct?
Yeah.
So basically, from my favorite cars array, I'm accessing the last index, which is the last element, and assigning it to
To
last
the
car.
string, yeah. Array,
Good.
yes, to the string, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Miss Mary? No? Mahatya, you ready? Okay. Inja. Ready? All right. I want you to take the second element from this array and convert it to all uppercase. My favorite, index number 1. Oops. Good. Perfect. Joe, did you understand this part?
Yeah. Could you repeat again?
It's clear. What are we doing on line 28? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And convert it to uppercase, right? Good. And assigned to all upper string, right? Variable, basically. All upper is the variable name. Good. All right, I think you guys know Java already, so we can finish the course. Yeah. Yeah, go to market. Already. Now, next task is on you guys. I will share this code. So after I share this code, this is your task, okay? Task. You guys ready? All right, so loop over this array of cars, and if the index of element is even, then convert the element to all uppercase letters. Uppercase letters and assign it back to its index. Else, if the index is odd, then convert all to lower case and assign it back to its spot. So, as an example, this is what I have right now. And this is what I want. Oops. Oh. Since it's odd, all lowercase. Since, oh, 0. No, this is gonna be. Right? And this is gonna be this. This is gonna be 0, 1, 2, 3. This. 4. Like this. Any questions on the task?
Lexus should be also lowercase, no?
0, 1, 2.
You mean indexes? Okay.
Yeah. If the index. Good? No questions? We understand the task? All right, let me send all this code to Slack. To its same location, to the same index where it was originally. All right, I send the code in the Slack channel. I give you 10 minutes. Yes, please. So for any, right, data type, to create an array of that data type, I just have to follow the data type definition with square bracket. Years, and I say, I can also do this. 1,234, 1,987, 1,886. Ah, Jolchu, your birth year, man. 1886. He's still alive. 2002. Whose birth year we got it right? I think someone's. And 1654. Tim, you are still alive too, huh? All right, and then 2017. All right, now from these years, I need to find, I don't want to do the even or odd anymore. Okay, I want to just find and print the years which are bigger than 2000. Yeah. I'm gonna do this one. You guys will do that. Next one. While I is less than the years, that length, I plus plus, and just print out if years I, right, bigger than 2000, then simply just print out year that's bigger than 2000. Years and I want you guys to become really comfortable with arrays. Okay, so there are 2 years that are bigger than 2000, 2002 and 2007. Good? Done? All right, your task. Okay, task number 2 is print the years which are divisible by 4. Five minutes. Okay, if you don't understand the task, please let me know. So our job is to create an array of strings with length 3. Yeah, instead of create, you can say declare. That way, it has not been initialized. We're gonna initialize it with the input from the user and ask the user to input their favorite fruits, favorite 3 fruits, and put them in the array in order and print them only if they contain letter A. Now, as an example here, if you don't understand the example, please ask. Let's say user gave us these 3 fruits, right? Plum. Is plum fruit or fruit, right? Okay. And orange, apple. Okay, so I have to only print orange and apple. Correct? Why did I not print plum? Guys, did you understand the task? It doesn't
Yes.
contain letter A. Okay, if any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, time started. 10.
Should we string by string or just scan, make a scan?
You have to get the input from the user and put inside the array. Like these right here. I'm sorry? Yeah, 3 times you have to ask. Yes, sir. You gotta ask 3 times from the user to get those 3 favorite fruits. Use scanner for that. Recording here. Oops. All right, and enter. Okay. So here, if I run this, it's gonna ask for enter apple and orange and plum. It doesn't print, see? And at the end, it's
Yeah.
just printing the whole thing. Now, you have the problem here is you don't have to add this into the same loop, first of all. And secondly, you don't have to print this array. So what you can do is for, and here you're gonna do favorite the length, and we put this here. And now if I run this, we and then number we can do is I plus 1, and then this is what we can do. If I run this now, it's gonna ask, hey, enter your favorite fruits below. We will ask, enter your favorite fruit number 1, orange. Enter your favorite fruit number 2, apple. Enter your favorite fruit number 3. Other than plum, what else that doesn't contain A? Huh? Kiwi or kiwi? Kiwi, right? There you go. You see? It worked now?
Yeah.
Aidana?
Yes.
Yeah. So you have to write a separate for loop. Make sense?
Yes, but it's still like I can't get the logic. Like, in what cases we need to like use several like for loops?
Yeah, just in this case, the task was, yeah, here. Print them out basically. Here it says declare an array of strings with length 3 and ask user to input their favorite 3 fruits. Put them in the array in order and print them only if they contain letter A. So you could, there are multiple ways to solve this problem. For example, Tim solved it differently. His approach is still he has to use 2 for loops, but the approach that he has taken is this one. For example, this and what he does is if, for example, favorite fruit. So the same logic that's right in here. You can just copy this and put it here. Then, if it contains A, only then he is adding it to the, no, instead here, string input, and then if input contains, then he wants to put that into the array. Now, in his scenario, the problem is, oops, let's see. What happened? In his case, the problem is it's gonna, so at the end, let's say I want to print out the fruits, right? And here, arrays that to string, and then we're gonna put here fruits. Oops, Command Z. What is the array? Favorite? Oh, okay, favorite. And in this case, he's gonna put null for one of the cases because he's adding the input, which is the fruit from user, only if it contains A. But for the parts where it doesn't contain A, he's gonna fill it with null, obviously, because as soon as you declare it here, it's gonna have null values in it, right? So in that case, for example, here, we're gonna put apple, banana, and kiwi. See, in this case, he only added apple and banana, but for kiwi, with that, we don't add it because it doesn't contain A, so it by default, it has the value of null. But another solution for that he is applying is putting counter here. No, int count equals 0. And every time when he detects an input from the user which contains letter A, he's incrementing the count by what? 1. And after he does this, string array, so result equals new string with the number count. Why? Because this count is changing, right? Because imagine this, I input apple and then plum, kiwi. Neither one of these contain the letter A. So now I have to declare the array with the size of 1, which is count, right? And here also, we have to write for loop until count and res I oh no, not the count, but we need to go over the favorite first of all. Favorite dot length. And I'm sorry?
Can you res dot length?
Res dot length. But how did you solve this?
Yeah.
Only if it's not equal to null, then we have to put inside the array, right? Right? So for that, we had to create another index equals 0, right? For example. And then if this has, yeah, no, we have to keep it as the length of favorite. And then favorite I dot not equal to null, right? Not equal to, yeah, not equal to null. Then we can put it inside the res and index equal favorite I. Oh, we have to also increment the index. This is a very, very long way. And at the end, now we have to print out the favorite fruits arrays that to string, and we now print the result. This is a very long way, by the way. I didn't even realize it. So let's say kiwi, orange, and plum. In this case, yeah, we just add orange, right, in our basket. So I could come, where am I printing the, oh, I see. I'm sorry? Orange, yeah. So that's what the result is right now. I put this by accident for the top one. See if I run it now, you'll see that. For example, here, I'm gonna put apple, kiwi, and pineapple. There you go, see? Apple and pineapple. It ignored kiwi. So Aidana, there's this way too, but I think this is too much.
Yeah, the first one is good one. I think.
Exactly. So you choose however you want to solve the problem, it's fine.
Mhm.
Practice and practice and practice, yeah? Okay. So let's not keep it very stressful. Let's keep it simple. Okay. We're gonna go with array practice 2. I want, again, go back to the strings. If you are given, for example, we need to understand how do we manipulate the strings. So first of all, we're gonna start with a very simple task. Create an array of strings with 5 words in it. Okay. As an example, you can use state names. And
Yeah, I saw it's something wrong with my eyes, and I saw.
nothing is wrong with your eyes. These guys are just missing. Okay. So, and print the first 3 characters of each state. As an example, just print. Just print. Don't worry about like whatever, right? If you are given state of California, not Californication, right? Utah. Yeah. How do you read this one? Connecticut.
Connect.
Just kidding. Yeah. Connecticut.
Yeah, I lived there about 6 years.
Connecticut.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you read this one?
Indianapolis.
Huh?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Indianapolis. Или Indianapolis. Реально американцы говорят Indianapolis. Indianapolis. Huh? Indiana? Yeah, state of Indiana. All right. Now, so if these 3 states are given, then output, I want to make sure that I put the output like this. Otherwise, you guys. So Cal, Utah, Con. Okay, like just system out println. And I give you 5 minutes. Do you guys understand the question? Any questions? All right. Given, let's just do practice for this one. Practice number 3. Given an array of integers, return the sum of all numbers. Example, it's if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I need to return what? 6, 9, 14, right? Is it? 9? Oh, 15. 9 plus 6, it's 15. Okay. Or if it's given 0, 7, 2, then I need to return here 0, 7, 2, it's equal to 9. All right, I'm gonna create integer nums equal 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the total I'm expecting, it should be equal to what? 9? In sum equals 0, 4. Nums dot length sum equals sum plus nums I. And I can just print out the sum is sum. And if I run this code, it should print 9. There we go. Now, what about this? What should it return? Again, 9, right? Okay. What about this now? 14, right? Okay. Any questions on this task? Miss Zia? Any questions? You got it? Miss Claire, you got it? Any questions? Kuliza? This part you understand? No? Yes? Come on, I want you to speak up. Because when you get to IT, they're gonna want you to speak up. Did you understand, Tima?
Yes.
Explain to me. Line 20 to 25. This 25 lines. Yeah.
20, 25, right?
Yeah. No, all of them. Yeah.
This 20, we are given array as nums, numbers, and then we are create sum, like box, and then for we are condition, and array length. Go to body code, sum plus equal to numbers I.
So yeah,
Yeah.
sum equals sum plus nums
numbers
I. What's happening on line 24? What is that? That's the main thing there, right? What is happening?
Sum plus numbers I initializing to sum. Everything I.
Everything inside the
I. Numbers I. First numbers I, we are numbers I 0, index is 0, element 2, so 0, sum.
So
sum
here
plus
it's
2.
2.
Yeah.
Yes. Nums
Sum
I
plus
is
2.
This is
0. 0.
2 plus 0 is
2.
and now it's sum is
2.
now it's 2.
Yes.
On the next one,
And the next one, number
I becomes
number I
1.
We are 1.
So this is
Elements
3, right?
3.
Okay, so 3
plus 2.
Why it's 2?
Sum.
Because
Sum
it
is
was
2. 5.
previous time we assigned 2, right?
2.
So now 3 plus 2.
3 plus 2.
5.
Sum, yes,
Sum
5.
becomes 5.
Yes.
On the next one.
Next one, 4. Next one, index to 3. Element
2.
4.
4 plus
4 plus 5.
5. Plus 5,
5.
right? 4 plus 5. 9.
9.
Now sum becomes 9.
9.
Okay, next one.
Next 0.
0 plus
0 plus 9. 9.
So sum is still 9.
Yes.
And then we get 5,
Mhm.
right? Nums I is now at 5.
5.
5 plus 9,
9
equals
equals to
14.
14.
So now sum is 14.
14.
And when I print out here, it says 14,
14.
right? Right? Miss Zia, do you understand it? You want to explain it?
From the very beginning,
Mm-hmm.
integer, variable name num.
Mhm.
There are these 5 elements. Then we created a variable which is value is 0. And then inside for loop, we are incrementing each nums.
Inside the for loop, on line 24, you mean?
Yeah,
Or-
20.
23,
yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then we plus. I forgot. Yeah, not
Adding.
We are adding some with numbers I
Mhm.
with 5 elements.
So
Then
first time it is 2,
2.
sum is 0.
Sum is 0.
2 plus 0 is 2.
Sum we assign 2.
Good. And the next one, nums I,
Second
3.
element is, then we
2
put
plus 3, 5.
sum is 5.
Sum becomes 5 now. And so on until we get to 14. Okay, good. Miss Claire, did you understand? You understood it, right? Okay, no. You understood, right? Okay, great. Now, if everybody understood, here's the task. Okay. Very similar to this. This is what we're gonna do now. Task number 4, I think. Yeah. Given an array of integers, return the product of all numbers. In this case, 1 times 2, 2 times 3, 6, 6 times 4 is 24, 24 times 5 is 120. At this point, 0 times 7 is 0. What? 0 times 2 is 0, so this should return 0. Do we have any questions? What does product mean? Yes. Multiplication of all numbers, yeah? Challenging a little bit. All right, the task is, given an array of strings, if the length of element, meaning the string inside the array is odd, then print the middle character. And if it's even, then print the middle 2 characters, or string meaning, right? The middle 2 characters. So this is our array: wash, dry, clean, wipe, scrap. So the first one here, it's wash, which is even. And it says here, if it's even, print the middle 2 characters. So I need to take these 2 middle, AS. This guy is right here. And for dry, which is the second element, it's odd. So I just need the middle element here, which is R, and so on. So for this, string, words, and I'm just gonna copy and paste this guy here. Put that at the end. Now, all I have to do is loop over it. Okay, and all right, and words, the length. And what I can do is get the length of each element, first of all, int len, right? Or word length. equals words I dot length. So words I, this is a lot of you are making mistake right here. Instead of this, what you are doing is words dot length, right? You're putting like this. No, we want to get each element and its length. For example, I want to get wash and length of wash here. All right, and I'm checking. Also, I want to get the middle index equals words. No, word length, right? Divide by 2. And I can check here. If the word length modulo 2 equals 0, that means it's even. If it's even, I want the middle 2 elements. So what does it mean? If I just go ahead and do like this, to get the middle 2, I can use substring here. For words, I dot substring, and when it's even, for example, wipe, length is 4. If I divide it by 2, it's going to give me 4 divided by 2 gives me, Guliza, 2. So that means it's index of P, right? Right here, because 0, 1, 2. But I want P and I. So I need to start from here. But middle is pointing to P right now because it's at 2. But I want to start from this middle minus what? If this is middle, Miss Zia, what is the length? Divide by 2? 2. Is that the middle?
No.
It's 2. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, 3, right? When I get 2, 0, 1, 2, I'm only getting this guy right now. This is where the middle is pointing right now. But I want I also. So how can I get I? Middle index minus 1, right? Okay, so let me do that. Middle index minus 1. Okay, so now if I do middle index minus 1, substring, we know this substring, right? It's gonna start from this I, gives me all the way. So I need to put the second argument here. Y plus 1?
Middle index plus 1?
Y plus 1. Like this?
Yes.
Y plus 1.
Starting with minus 1,
Mm-hmm.
2 plus 1.
Doesn't include this, right? Yes. This is exclusive plus 1. Because if we, whatever the number or index we put here, it's not going to be included when we do substring. All right. So now, else, that means this is odd. So for odd, the middle index, for example, when it's 3, 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, but integer, it's 1. 5 divided by 2, 2. So let's look at 5, for example. 0, 1, 2. So this is already middle, right? So all I have to do is words I dot char at middle index. And if I run this, as you can see, it gives me this beautiful output. So here we need to just understand the logic. Yes, I'm gonna repeat one more time. So we understand the question, right? If the word is even, length of the word is even, right? Then I want the two middle characters. But if it's odd, then I just want the middle character, just one. Yes. So for that, I am just looping over the array. And what I'm saying is here, I'm getting the length of each word, right? Getting the length of each. So this is important, each element. Words I. Right now, I is 0. Words I, 0 is wash, right? So for wash right now, I'm getting the length. And now this word length is equal to 4, correct? This is equal to 4, all right. And then I'm saying if word length, which is 4, modulo 2 equals 0, that means it's even, right? Yeah, it's even right now. System out println words I, which means again, wash, right? That substring middle index. Let's look at what middle index is. For the first one, middle index, length divided by 2, it's 2, right? And look at this now. Words 0 dot char at 2. Because this is equal to 2, right? When we divide the length by 2. What is it going to give me? Char at 2 at words 0. S. But I want A also, right? So in order to get A and S, I have two options. Ingest solution is using that. What I can do is, first of all, oops, I'm gonna comment this out, and I can do this. Char at, right, middle index -1, which is middle index is equal to 2 right now, right? -1 is 1. So 0, 1. So now I have here A, right? Correct? Now, what else do I need to get? Exactly. Words I the char at middle index. That's it. We understand it now? This part? If I run it again, as you can see. So we have two different ways. We can use substring or we can use charet. Which one do you like better? One, you really have to look at it a couple different times. Run it, look at it, run it, look at it. So now, here's another way we can look at this code. And I can run this debug mode. And this will show us what's happening. Okay. Here, how can I zoom in? I cannot zoom in here. So it says, oh, I don't need to. this is what I have right now. At 0 index, I have wash, dry, and etc. Okay, and I'm gonna move into step over, step into. Okay, I stepped in. Right now, I have wash, right? And word length, what? Should be 4, why 5?
Maybe it takes also index.
Oh, words length. It's looking at this guy, yes. And in here, I have wash. And if I step in more, as you can see, now word length is 4, right? The length of wash is 4. Because I is 0, I am still looking at the wash, which is the first element, I0, right? And words I is right now wash, length is 4. Let's step in more. Middle index is 2. Is that correct? And next. Okay. In wash, and now we're gonna print, I think. Okay, here it should show here. Okay. Words I0. Yep. And then middle index is 2. So this char at, oops. Where did it go? Oops. Oops. No, I don't need to go that far. Okay. So we stopped here. Here. No. Step over. I need to do step over. Okay. Step over. Step over. Okay, it went 2. Step out. 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 Okay. Word length. Okay. Clean. It went all the way to the end. Clean. Don't worry about this debugger. It is a whole separate class by itself. It's gonna take some time before I can explain this. Okay, now as far as understanding this, Ulan, you need to run it multiple times yourself. Go line by line. Yeah. You gotta go line by line and look at it, what's happening here, for example. Word length, right? Words, I length, middle index, word length, which is this guy right here. I could have just put this right here, right? Instead of this. But I am just creating a new variable here, which is getting me the length, and I'm just using that in here instead of this. Dividing the length by 2. And just a comment in case. Already.